Hello and welcome to this week's Building Endeavour video. My name's Andy. Please join me in these weekly updates as I construct the HMB Endeavour by Eagle Moss. And as always, if you think I've earned your subscription today, please do so, or just leave a like. Hello, and it's good to have you back on board. As you can see now, the ship is looking rather busy in terms of all the rigging. I'm trying to keep the build as methodical as I can, following the plans carefully as to where all the lines go and in the order that they come. The foremast is almost complete. I just have to put the so-called bunt lines. I sort of ran out of time last week. Just put those on. And then when that's done, I'm going to start having a go at doing the jib sail. If that goes all according to plan, then we'll start stitching on the sails on the mainmast. And then we'll see how we are for time after that. I really do want to make sure I do a good job, so I'm really taking my time, making sure that everything goes where it's supposed to. Anyway, let's get on with that next. Okay, so it wasn't very easy to see on the time lapse, but those are the three bunt lines. As you can see, they go underneath the top, and at the moment I've just put them loosely down here. They have to be tied down to the rigging bit down there, which is really crowded. I might have to look for somewhere else to tie them that's not recommended on the plan. We'll see. And then of course this clue line has to be tensioned as well. So next, what I'm going to do is I'll probably do this. This ties here on the inside here, actually, yeah, just around this cannon here. So I'll do that next, and then I can tension these then and get them looking really good. Let's do that next. Okay, so I have tied that block now just behind the cannon there, just temporarily. I'm just going to do the bunt lines now on the other side, off camera, but as you can see, or maybe you can't, maybe you can, I don't know, but here on that rigging bit it's just become so crowded, and even according to the plan there's no way I'm going to get a line in the middle there. So I've made a decision. I'm going to tie those lines to these first three cleats here. I know they'll be used for something else, but I think that would be the best solution. Alright, the reason being that if I get in there, and chances are I could dislodge a rope or a line or something, and that's just going to make things worse. So it may not be the correct option, but it's going to be the easiest one for me. I just don't have the rigging tools that you can get to be able to make that successful. Anyway, I'll do the other side off camera and then I'll show you what I've done. Okay, so that's the starboard side done. For you it was instantaneous, for me it took a little bit longer. Right, I'm decided for finally I am going to tie those bunt lines to these first three here after all. Okay, let's do that next. Okay, so just a couple of threads to trim off, but I'm pretty happy now with the fore mainsail. All the bunt lines are in place now and tied in that new place. So Onto the jib sail next, which is going to go in that space there. So here is the jib sail with its handy dandy label. I can take that off now because I've got it. I need to prepare it though. I need to stitch a block at the top here, and I need to put about halfway a metal ring. Just see it there, just. That has to be punched through and fitted with a pair of pliers. Also, the tips earlier did have these ropes, I guess, stitched in, but they're not required here. So we're looking at, according to the plan, I've removed them there as well. Okay, so let's get on with stitching on the blocks first and putting in this ring. Alright, so there's the ring fastened in. At this end now, I'm going to stitch a long thread. Okay, so that's the jib sail mostly in place now. There's one final thing to do on it, and that's the jib brails. They have to go from the top through the ring in the middle of the sail, through the block here, and then tied down somewhere down there. I'll find a place for it. Okay, let's do that next. Okay, so that's the jibs brails done. Now to stitch the sails onto the mainmast. Let's do the top gallant first. Okay, one down, two more to go. Okay, so that's the main mast sails now stitched into place, and all we have to do now is to rig them, and we're going to be doing that on next week's video. So yeah, that's the end of this one for this week. I do hope you've enjoyed watching, and thanks for watching if you have. Please remember you can like and subscribe as mentioned, and I'll see you in next week's video. So until then, bye for now.